welcome to the Real Agents of Change interview series, where we love to acknowledge and celebrate those people in the world who are actually taking a stand and walking their walk and talking their talk. And of course, with Denise, we have someone who's really taking a stand as the very first charitable real estate specialist in the whole country of Canada. Denise, tell us a little bit about what makes you a real agent of change, and why are you taking this on so boldly?
When I first heard about this concept, I started to get pretty excited about what was possible. And even though in Canada, it's not a bill where capital gains are a benefit for donating real estate, my vision of what could be really took off. And not only is it amazing to think about what could happen for the nonprofits, but I saw an opportunity to connect with nonprofits at a different level and to get to know what they're doing, and then also provide this as a possible benefit for them. So all of that, and then in addition to meeting the Real Agents of Change team, and I learned about the support. And when I heard about that, in addition to the concepts, I got pretty excited, pretty stoked to take it on.
Well, not only that, but you've actually started your own interview series, Shining the Light. You want to tell us about that?
Yes, I have been able to interview a couple of nonprofits already, and they're very open because the opportunity to be able to share what they're doing with the community, because a lot of people don't know what nonprofits do. We've heard of them, we know the name, but we don't know what they do. So to get a little bit more into their story and the stories of the people they help, and to be able to talk about how others can support them, that's really the vision for Shining the Light. And also to be able to offer this as an opportunity, the charitable donation of real estate, as something that could help them write less grant applications, really, is what we talk about.
Well, and as you and I know, about 80% of the people who do donate real estate in the United States do it because it's the right thing to do. Like, they've had a very generous life and have multiple properties, and they're ready to leave a legacy. And leaving it through gifts of real estate is just a smart way for them to do it. So even though we have the tax benefit here, and even though everybody gets the tax benefit, that's not always the reason why they do it. And so we know there's some generous people there in Canada as well. When you're talking to these nonprofits in your interview series, what are they saying about the fact that you're wanting to help them get gifts of real estate?
They're pretty blown away. Most people, I would say everyone I've talked to, don't know anything about it. So when they start to think about it, I can almost see a switch in their head when they think about how big of an impact that kind of a donation could have on their organization. It's pretty exciting, and it's almost too good to be true, right? They kind of think, like, how could that happen, and how could no one be doing it? But here we are doing it. So that's the goal. They're pretty excited about it.
Well, you know, just like we say we've got a book coming out, The Legacy Listing, and we talk about how every good idea, every great thing started with a good idea, whether it's indoor plumbing or the car or the internet. Like, somebody had to think of it and somebody had to take action. And for you, it's you taking action to let all of your countrymen and women know about it. So you're doing some interviewing there. Do you want to give a shout out to any nonprofits that you'd love to have on your show, Shining the Light?
There's a couple of camp foundations I would like to have on. Make-A-Wish is a big organization in Canada and in the US. That's a great organization. I've already done one with the food bank, and I have one coming up with an Indigenous friendship center. So all of those kinds of nonprofits are in the works, and I'm hoping to reach out to more, definitely.
You know, I'm so excited for you because since I've started on this path, I get introduced to nonprofits every week that I would have never heard of. And some of them is just fascinating what they do. So you really have just opened the door to a whole plethora of fabulous resources and relationships for you. So that's awesome. So let's let our folks know, where exactly are you? We know you're in Canada, but what's your marketplace and who do you typically like to serve? Because you are a real estate agent. So let's let people know who you are and where you are.
Mm-hmm. I'm north of Toronto in Ontario, and our market is cottagers generally. Obviously, I service, whoever needs to buy or sell a home, but cottage country is where I live. So I have clients who are looking to get away from the city and looking for a great spot on a little piece of waterfront. That's a big niche market up here.
Interesting. Nice to know. So there's a woman that we have in the Rock that does. She's the lady of the lakes, as it were, in Minnesota. So yours is cottages and hers is lakes. So Denise, share something with us that is about you that has nothing to do with your work or where you're from.
I did a 4.5-month traveling backpack experience by myself when I was 26 through Europe and the Middle East, including Egypt. I did the Nile, all that cool stuff. And that is something that I actually think about quite often, especially when I get on a plane. So it's a passion, and that is something I would love to do again.
Nice. I asked that question on all of the interviews, and we always learn something new and fun. So did you stay in hostels at all, or were you like literally like tenting, or what, or all of it?
Hostels, definitely hostels all over the world. Lots of trains, sleeping. It was pretty great.
So if you were to do it again, where would you like to go? Any place that you haven't been yet that you'd like to see?
Africa's a big one for me. I'd love to go to Kenya, all the way down to South Africa, and kind of explore safely. Of course, I need some help in that way, but Africa's a untouched, unlearned about country that interests me, definitely.
Well, there you have it, folks. If you want to buy a cottage way up north, if you want some advice on how to go backpacking as a single woman, and if you are a nonprofit in Canada who had no idea that you could six times your endowments just by letting your donors know that they can give to you through the gifting of real estate, Denise is your contact person. So thank you, Denise, for seeing the vision with us and for being the first in Canada and currently the only, and for really, taking a stand. You are a real agent of change. We're honored to have you. And for those of you who are watching the show, if you think you are a real agent of change, whether you're a real estate agent or a nonprofit, financial advisor, fundraiser, concerned citizen, please feel free to join our Facebook group, The Real Agents of Change, and reach out to Denise because she can help you to take action. If anybody can, it's her. So thanks for being here, everybody. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Tammy. Bye.